folks, hello and welcome back to another board game review. Can't believe it's been 4 weeks since the last one. Okay, so this particular game is a little bit of a hybrid. It combines two of my favourite things, board games and Funko Pops. So in theory, what's not to like, okay? So today I'm going to show you Pop Funkoverse strategy game, okay? So there we have it. So you can see already, it looks like the now familiar Funko Pop boxes. It's got like Pop Funkoverse strategy game, and then we can see four little miniature Pops: Batman, Batgirl, Joker and Harley. Got the DC logo and nice little bit of art down the side. There's the back of the box, telling us all about it. The side, we see a little Batman symbol with the pop and the number 100. More of the characters, a little bit more bump, what's that say? Batman, Batgirl, Joker and Harley, and we have the Funko embossed logo. Okay, so a little bit of background on this one. I've been aware of it for a while. I've quietly fancied it, but never really jumped. Got paid last week, a couple of bob to spare, seen it on Amazon at a reasonable little price, and I decided to grab it. I thought, what the hell? For the price it's worth it for the 4 Funko Pops, even if I never liked the game or anything like that. I'd have took that just to get the 4 minis, because as you all know, like, I'm a massive Harley Quinn fan, and she's in there. This particular game, it comes in, there's the DC, which I'm going to show you today. There is Harry Potter. They're the 2 base games with 4 pops in each. And then there are 3 expansions. There is an expansion for this, which I might shoot and do at a later date, which contains Robin and I can't remember the other one, Catwoman I think. There is a Harry Potter expansion with 2 figures, and there is a Rick and Morty one, 2 figures again, and a Golden Girls for those old enough to remember the show. And the idea being is all the rule system's the same. You get the board in the box with the little Funkos, and you play the game. So in theory, you could have like the Batman game with Harry Potter characters and items and weapons from Rick and Morty. The whole thing, same rule set, the whole thing interchangeable. I'm not going to do that. I might buy the Harry Potter ones. They're like, the kids love Harry Potter. I'm a Harry Potter fan as well, you know. I don't mind the movies and stuff. Never read the books. But like I say, for now, I'm just going to stick with this one. So what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to take it down to the table. I've opened it already with the knife, but I don't know what the contents are. So we'll take it down the table. We'll have a look together. Unbox, quick look through the rule book. And then I'll set the board up and maybe play a turn and just show you what that's like. Okay, guys? Okay, guys. So again, just a little close-up of the box before we open it. These little pops look brilliant, don't they? So there's the contents of the box. Okay, and I'll just take these out bit by bit and we'll just go over them. So we've got a bag with some little blue crystals in. These are, I think, when you score points on the game, you get a crystal for like whatever you do. So that's the crystals. A bag of custom dice with various different symbols on. A bag of various tokens that you need to play the game with. What's actually nice is you don't have to pop them. They're actually just all separated in the bag. Where are we? Some stands. Oh, that looks like a hammer of Harley's there. Okay, got some stands. I think I read somewhere that the clear ones are for the good guys, the heroes, and the black ones are for the baddies. Let's have a look. Okay. And then we have a bag of other things, looks like player cards, etc. So just open those and let's have a peep. Right, this is like a really interesting little mechanic. It's 4 down to 4, 3, 2, 1, and what you do is when you use a power, you put like one of your little tokens on it, and then at the end of the turn, you move the token down to there. At the end of the next turn, you move it down to there, so on and so forth. So what it does is basically it's like in a video game where you have like cooldown on various powers and stuff. So that's those. And then what else have we got here? Okay, so we have some character cards. We have Batgirl, Batman, the Joker, and Harley. Okay, So you see these little things on here, Whirlwind and the 2. What you do is you get your little tokens, which each character starts, I think, like one of each colour. And when you use that power, you would roll the dice and do what was needed to do, and you put your little token on the cooldown marker that I've just shown you. So for instance, it'll take, like, you could use Harley's Whirlwind, but you're not going to get it back for like another 3 turns, which is nice. It just means that you've got like that little bit of strategy, you know. Do a move, do I attack, shall I use his power now, etc. Then we have various little cards. These are, looks like little power-up ones. They're the mallet. When this character does a basic challenge, count 1 shields as a hit. So obviously the little every character has like a little weapon or a little thing with them, like a little power up. See a little batarang there for Batman. Okay. And finally, we've got a couple of cards: Police Officer and Henchman. The game, I think, is designed to play with 3 characters aside. Obviously, you only get 2 characters aside in the box. So what they're doing is they're just giving you like a little token to use as like a police officer or a henchman. It would be a problem for me because I've got set expansion, so I'd be able to add Robin to Batgirl and Batman, and Catwoman to Harley and Joker. But still, it's nice. We have the rule book. And a little thing on the back showing us play as a standalone game or mix with other DC Comics Funkoverse games. Okay, so just looking at the book now, and it's yeah, it looks like it's laid out okay. I have heard that the instructions, the way it's worded, isn't too good, to be honest, but I've watched some how to play videos, so hopefully we'll be able to sail through that. So we get our normal list of components, what we've got in the box. It tells us all about character cards, what they mean, the cooldown tracker, your first game. So, that's nice. So it gives you like a little setup and like a little introductory run through of what you're supposed to do and take, etc. So it's always nice your first couple of games just to get a little feel for it. And shows you like here the board where everybody needs to be and tokens where they start off and all that kind of thing. Taking a turn, do 2 actions. Okay, so yeah, you choose your character. You do 2 actions, which are move, challenge, which is basically fight, assist, interact, or you can use a special action, or you can rally. It tells you about exhausting your character when you've used them, and the next player's turn. Ending a round. I mentioned that earlier about the cooldown meter, where we just move everything back down 1. Shows us how we do a move. We can move up, left or right. We can move diagonal, but if there is a barrier in the way, for example, this little wall here, then you'd have to like step forward and then turn right. You couldn't just walk through it. So that's interesting. It tells you how to do a challenge, how to use an ability. It says stop reading and play, well, in which case I'm not going to because I'm showing you the rule book. Okay, and then the full experience, which is basically scenarios. So it tells us about some of the scenarios, how you gain points, how you win, etc. Playing with the items, how you use the map. Just as example, an obstruction on a Gotham City streets map is a thick black line paired with a blue outer line. So yeah, it just explains to us line of sight and obstructions, what your character can see, adjacency. That was the word I was looking for before, adjacency. And some nice clear examples of how you move and stuff. Always welcome. Okay, moving, basic moves, special moves, straight moves, cart move, diagonal, all that sort of stuff. How you challenge. The challenge mechanism is you basically roll 2 dice and your opponent rolls 2 dice. You're trying to get more successes than what your opponent does. If you do, you manage to knock them down. If they're already knocked down and you manage to do it again, then you knock them out the game, but you don't actually lose the character. They go on the bottom level of the cooling track and they basically come back and start in their starting zone at the beginning of like the next turn. So kid friendly, you know, nothing's going to die here. It's just a little bit of a pain in the backside if you get like your character further back across the board and you're trying to get points. Okay, and abilities, just tell us all about that there. Oh, that's nice, a glossary of ability terms. So it just basically tells you like what an ally is, or, you know, discard a status card. So it's like an FAQ really. Same again on the back there. And the, yeah, just continues tokens toward within a number of squares. That's really nice. I say, with knowing the rules of the game already, I'm a bit more comfortable with that. And we have little scenario cards. Oh, okay, so we got flags. So the jewellery store has been ransacked and the bank vault has been busted wide open. It's mayhem as good and evil face off in Gotham City. Reach the heart of your enemy's stronghold to emerge victorious. So yeah, that's basically capture the flag for those of you guys who play like the video games. Leaders, looks like a boss battle. Of interest as well, the board, you can see there, that's a different graphic. That's actually Joker's Funfair, and then the other one's Gotham, I think. Where are we? Control, so that's area control, and it looks like we've got little tokens. You see the A, B, C and D, and the middle. So it's obviously going to be, oh I see, yeah, you've got like one in one corner, the middle, and one in another. So you'd obviously get tokens or something like for controlling that area at the end of each turn. And the last one is territory, and that is, you start off in one area here, one area there, and the big white area is the scoring area. Okay, so that concludes the unboxing, guys, with the exception of just the board, which looks nice and glossy. Okay, and here we have the board. It's about 18 by 18 inches, and as you see, it's like really colourful. The Joker's Funhouse. So this looks like a really cool map to play on. Okay, you can just see all the coloured tiles there and stuff. You can see like all the little tiles are denoted in like little white squares. Okay, so that's that side, and there's the other side, which I'm presuming is the Gotham streets. Okay. There we go. So what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to take this down to the table, set it up, and we'll run through a turn or two. Okay, folks, so back now with the board set up. What I've done is I've altered it a little bit. I've basically made my own little scenario. It's not going to change the rules any, it's just that the first beginner scenario just had 3 characters starting here, and just nothing else on the board. So what I've done is I put these tokens on there. Okay, so they're basically objective tokens. You activate one of them, you get one of them. Okay, so I just realised while I was setting the board up, I was saying it was a Funko Pop game, and the one thing I didn't do, I didn't show you the Funkos, did I? Okay, so here we go. So we've got the Joker, Mr. J here. As you can see, he's got his green hair, big grin, nice purple suit, orange waistcoat. See a little flower on there. The detail's really nice for a tiny pop, to be honest with you. Little coattails there, funky little shoes. So that's Joker. Now we have Harley. Again, she's in a trademark jester outfit, little black and red, little mask, and same sort of thing again. Suit, black, red, little white collar, white cuffs, and obviously hair mallet. Okay, there's Harley there from the back. I really like that one, to be honest with you. And then we have Batgirl. So she's got her hooded mask, and she's got a little purple suit with a little yellow bat symbol on there, yellow gloves, yellow boots, yellow cape. Well, the inside the cape is yellow. The actual cape itself is black. You see her brown hair there. Okay, big black eyes there. And finally, the man himself, Batman. Okay, so again, he's more like the Adam West Batman. He's in like the light blue. He's got hold of his batarang there. So the outfit is grey with the bat symbol in the middle in black, little yellow belt, and he's got the blue trunks, blue boots, blue cape, blue gloves. Typical Batman, nothing to see here. Okay, there we go. So that is the characters before we start off, folks. So what I'm going to do for the purpose of this game, I'm going to play Batman against Harley. Okay, so we'll start Batman here. We'll start Harley down the bottom here. And we have this little marker, black on one side, white on the other, and we toss it to see who goes first. Okay, so we call Batman black, Harley white. Okay, it has gone off camera, but it's actually the white side. So it is going to be Harley to start. Okay, so what we do, she's got 2 actions. So for this scenario, it's about getting these points, getting these little gems. Okay, so we just move. That's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to move her 1, 2. I'm going to move her again. You can do the same action twice. So I'm going to go 1. And you can, I think you can actually interact with something if it's adjacent to you. So I'm going to interact with that. And I'm going to get that little diamond. So Harley is now 1 diamond ahead. Okay. We have a little exhaust token. So I'm just going to put that on her card just to say she is exhausted and she's gone. Okay, so that little token now goes on the cooldown meter, and it's gone right up to the top on number 4. So at the end of the turn, it'll come to here, to here, to here, and then we can use it again. Okay, so that's Harley gone. So now we'll do the same with Batman. We'll go 1, 2 for his first move, 3, and interact with this one here. Okay, so same trick again. That goes on there. Batman gets a diamond. Stick that by his card so we remember. Little exhaust token on Batman's card to say he's gone. And that is the end of the turn. There's one little other final part of the turn, the last phase, which is basically clean up. So we take all the little things off the board and whatever, and more importantly, we move these down 1 space. So we can now use them in 3 turns. Okay, so that's basically a turn, guys. So same again, black for Batman, white for Harley. Oh, okay, it's come up white again. So Harley's going to go again. So because it's all about points, we're going to go 1, 2 for the first move, 3, and then I'm going to interact and pick that up, putting it up on the track there. And there's another little diamond for Harley for that there. So it's now Harley 2, Batman 1. Okay, little exhaust token on Harley to say that she's done. Okay, I'm going to go the same with Batman, 1, 2, 1, and he's going to interact with that, putting it there, up on the tracker, getting himself a diamond, and it's now 2 diamonds all. Okay, so what we've got to do, we've reached the end of that turn now, put the exhaust token on Batman, and then they come off, and we basically go onto our cooldown tracker, and we move everything down 1. So as you can see, guys, things are starting to come down now, so these tokens are going to be back on the board soon for us to get more gems. So it'd be like sort of the first person to say 10 gems as example. Okay, so let's go in for a 3rd turn. So you can see how fast it moves along already, can't you? Okay, same again, black Batman, white Harley. I'm not doing this deliberately, by the way, guys. Okay, so it's Harley's move. So she's got nothing to do apart from go for Batman. Right, okay, so I'm just going 1, 2, and I'm going to stop. I can't do anything with her weapons. So that is Harley's turn done. So Batman has got his Batarang. That's a range 2, challenge 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically make my first attack. I'm going to, range 2, so I'm going to move 1, and then I'm going to throw the Batarang. Okay, so that is basically going to be a 2 attack thing. So what we're looking at here is we're going to be rolling. Batman's going to be looking for these symbols here, like explosions. That means he's got 1 success. If he rolls that, that's 3 successes. Okay, and Harley is going to be looking for shields. Okay, so let's roll for Batman first to see if that hits. Okay, so we've got 1 hit, and we're looking to see if Harley can deflect it. No, she doesn't. Okay, so Harley has been hit and she's now down. Okay, so that was a successful turn for Batman. Harley's now on the floor. If we'd had more characters, we probably could have ran over and actually took her out the game, but we're not going to do that. So that is Batman's turn done. Okay, so that is the end of that turn there. And what we do again, just remove all the tokens, bring these back down. Okay, so they're going to be back in play very, very soon. And we start again. Now, when you're down, you can only use your turn to get back up. Okay, so just let me double check that. Okay, so let's start now then for the start of turn number, I think it's turn number 4, is it? Okay, it's for Harley again. Okay, so that's come up white. So because she was knocked down, she can't do anything apart from stand up. So let's start the next turn. So black for Batman, white for Harley. Oh, it's white again. Okay, so Harley is actually down, so all she can do is stand up. Okay, so we're going to stand her up, and that's her turn. Some characters have special abilities where they can get up and attack and do stuff like that. She's got one called I'm Rubber, You're Glue. When Harley Quinn stands up, she may do a basic challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand her up, and then I'm going to do the challenge. So it's going to be with her mallet, okay? So it says, when this character does a basic challenge, count 1 shield as a hit. So the advantage is definitely in Harley's favour with this one. So Harley is stood up for the 1 action, and she's getting a free action. Okay, so she's rolling. Okay, so she has 1 success and she's got a shield. So the mallet says, when this character does a basic challenge, count 1 shield as a success. Okay, so she's got 2 successes. So Batman has rolled none. So Batman will fall down. And Harley has won the fight there. So it's a productive turn for Harley. You can see that special power she has, the Iron Rubber Your Glue, actually helps her. Because otherwise all she'd have done is just stood up there. Okay, Batman's going to take his turn. And all he does is he stands back up. That takes his entire turns. Okay, so at this point, we move everything down the scale. So A and B are back out again, or in this case D and B. These 2 come down 1 more here. And I think we'll play a couple more turns, folks. So black for Batman, white for Harley. Couldn't believe it, could you? White again. Okay, so Harley is going to step up with her first action, and she's going to activate the little token which goes on the 4, and she's going to get herself a 3rd gem. So now Harley 3, Batman 2. Okay, and Batman, put the exhaust marker on Harley's card, and Batman is going to attack, I think. So he's just going to attack with his ordinary attack, and he's rolling 2 dice. Okay, so he has 1 success. Harley has none, so Harley falls over. Okay, and she is now down, and Batman is going to make a 2nd attack. Now, when you attack a character that's down, if you're successful, they basically go out the game. Okay, so if this attack works, I'm going to end the demo here. Okay, so rolling for Batman. Okay, so he's got 1 success. Rolling for Harley. Okay, so she has got 3 successes. In fact, no, sorry, we're looking for shields. Yeah. So Harley actually has managed to defend that even though she was down. Okay, because these exclamation marks are basically 3 of anything, 3 successes. Okay, so I'm going to end it there, folks. I hope that's give you like a little idea of the game. As I say, you can have different variations, you know, like I said before, capture the flag, leader. You can have any combination of characters. Let's say, you know, you can have, like, say, Batman with Rick or Morty, or Harley with Harry Potter, and that's basically how you play it. The reviews I'd seen made it look more complicated and stuff, but yeah, let's go back up and we'll finish off. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed that little demo and unboxing of the game there. I like this game. It's simplistic, but it's fun. I think it's designed with the Funko Pop theme to actually, you know, be able to play like with kids and stuff like that. It's probably one of them where you'd have a beer, a few snacks, have a couple of like your friends around, and just, you know, have a little bit of fun with it. I've seen it levelled that it's basically just a cash grab with it being Funko Pops and stuff. I mean, if you were cynical, you could say yes it is. They basically put a little range of mini Funko Pops in with a basic board game and, you know, make a few bob off it. But for me, I don't agree with that. Like I said at the top of the review, I love Funko Pops, I love the theme, I love board games. So for me, it's ideal. You know, that was only a very, very simple little demo, just to show you the mechanics, how you move, how you fight, how you pick stuff up, and how the little turn tracker works. Feedback from the game, I enjoyed it. Like I say, it's simplistic, but I think there's enough little tactical choices in there, tactical nuances to be able to do that. I think if you mix like your characters around, if you have like say sort of like 3 characters per side, you have all the special weapons going on. Like your teammates can assist. So where either character went down, you have to jump back up themselves. There's one of the moves you can do where you can actually go over and you can assist your teammate to stand back up, and then that way they're ready next turn to go. So there's like a little bit of planning on it. The board, I think, is lovely. The Joker's Funhouse, I'm not that fussed on the Gotham side, but the Joker's Funhouse, which we used, I really enjoyed. I like the options you can do, the way you can move and you can attack, like I say, all the special weapons. I like the scenarios. You know, why do you need a game with 6,000 scenarios? You know, 4's enough. You know, for me personally, yeah, I've got much deeper games, you know, as you know, and as you're going to see in like the coming months, but no, this does what it says on the box. A little gimmicky. Yeah, it is. It's really gimmicky. I think for fun, like I said earlier as well, it'd be really funny to have like, you know, like Harry Potter with Joker, or just something crazy like that. Just find synergies between the characters. Like I say, every character's got their own little weapon. And the fun thing as well is you can take Harley's mallet and you can give it to Batman, and you can give like the Batarang to Harry Potter and the wand to the Joker, and all. It's all totally interchangeable. I think if you're after this, guys, it's about in the United Kingdom, it's about £25 on Amazon at the minute. I'd highly recommend it. It really is a good game. So if you enjoyed it, guys, leave me a comment below and let me know. Tell me who your favourite character is. Where you're panicking when I set the board up, you'd realise they've gone down the table and I hadn't shown you the minis. Yeah, if you were playing, what characters would you play? Is this something you're interested in? Would you go and buy it? Would you play it with your friends, your family, your kids? You know, would you swap the characters over? Would you buy different expansions and put them all in or whatever? Let me know what you think below, guys. Okay, and in closing, if you've just fell across me here via the YouTube algorithm, Bing, Google, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of the social media, hopefully word of mouth, have a look around, guys, see what I do, and leave me a subscription, subscribe, like the video, share the video, and leave me a comment. For all you returning guys, as always, much love. I'll see you for the next one.